Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for today's softball game between Braintree and Needham. Mike Walser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are playing here in the top half of the first with a couple of strikes on the opening hitter. Womps and the Rockets. As the pitch on the way is hit into the outfield. Out into right field, a leadoff single to begin the game. On a hutch shot, a couple of strikes on the hitter, but catching a lot of the plate and driving it into the outfield. That one landing right out in front of the right fielder, Bennett. Pitch on the way from Leung, and the runner takes off. Throw down, it's going to be close, and just able to get there in time. The throw beat the runner, but a little bit off target on the throw, and the tag was not low enough and able to slide underneath. Braintree had a chance there. Thought probably could have had a chance to throw that runner out as this one is hit towards third and foul. Tough day to play here with the wind starting to pick up a bit. Chillier temperatures. The upper 50s here to start. Right-hander ready, winds and fires, and that one just missed. So Needham in danger, or having an opportunity really, as Braintree's in danger of allowing the first two to reach. Pitch on the way, and that one is inside and a walk. So the first two have reached. That one's in for a strike. Front of the plate, tough play, throw across, and in time for the out at first. Bang, bang play goes Braintree's way, and the runners do advance to second and third. So the first out of the game coming here on the ground ball to the pitcher. That one not hit hard at all, and actually a very difficult play. Good play made by Leung. As this one's in the air, to the outfield, it'll be caught in right field. The runner heads towards the plate. Here's the throw. It's going to be a little bit late, and the opening run scores on the sacrifice fly. Braintree gets the second out on the fly out, but the game's first run comes in from third. One hung up in the air a while. A perfect throw would have had the runner at the plate, but wind obviously starting to create some problems. Anything in the air is going to be difficult for the fielders. This one's knocked out of play. Runner at third with two down here in a 1-0 game. Top half of the first inning. Bay State Conference battle between Braintree and Needham. As the pitch is in there for a strike. First two reached, the last two have been retired, but a run has been able to come across. As this one again to the outfield. Back again and making the catch as Bennett, extremely busy in the outfield and right, makes a catch, and Braintree, all said and done, actually having a reasonable inning there, giving up just the one run, but could have been worse as there's some good contact against Leung, but we head to the bottom half of the inning in a 1-0 game. Bottom half of the first inning as Braintree's 1, 2, 3 hitters up. Wilson, McPhee, and Harvey. Braintree with just 3 regular season games left, including today. And what has been a tough season here this year for the home side, as a basket catch, as that one taken away. A base hit that looked like Wilson was going to have. Second baseman able to grab that one. And Braintree has a hit taken away here to start the bottom of the inning. It's been that kind of season for the home team. A 4-13 record. So Wilson retired here to start the bottom half of the inning. And now McPhee, the center fielder. Wilson obviously has had a great season, the Braintree shortstop and leadoff hitter, moving up into that spot a couple of games ago. As the pitch is inside. Left-handed pitcher for the Rockets as the pitch is down and away. Not close here to start the at-bat. And that will be a 4-pitch walk. So that'll put Braintree with a base runner, as the tying run is aboard. Out in front of the left fielder, Harvey. Needham stole a base back in the top half of this inning. That ended up being, right now, the difference in the game. Scoring the only run on a sacrifice fly. First pitch, and not going, is McPhee. And another pitch out of the zone. The pitcher for the Rockets continuing to have trouble throwing strikes here, dealing with a little bit of wind. As the pitch is down, picked a good pitch to go on, and an easy stolen base. So the tying run now stands at second. That one hit well towards the outfield, and a base hit, as Harvey has that one get by the outfielder. And coming around to score is McPhee, and Braintree has tied the score at 1. An RBI double off the bat of Harvey. And Braintree with back-to-back base runners and tying the score in the process. Now Donahue batting in the cleanup spot. Playing second base here today. Ball on a strike. As the pitch is cut on a missed. Working quickly on the mound as that one is off the plate. Trying to locate on the edge. Braintree with the go-ahead run, standing at second base with 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning in a 1-1 game. Up and in. So the count now fills. Braintree's been able to draw a walk here in this first inning. They've also had a double, their only hit of the inning. And a foul tip held on to for the strikeout is out number 2. Now O'Neill playing first base and batting in the 5 spot. Braintree a chance here to take the lead after an inning of play with a base hit here. This one gets away and the runner takes third. Pass ball is probably going to happen quite a bit if the wind continues to pick up. Go ahead run now, just 60 feet away at third as the pitch is off the plate. And now it gets away and the run will score. So just talked about ball security. Did not expect to see one get by the pitcher. And Braintree gets a gift run here with 2 outs to take the lead. Kind of a wild sequence there, as this one's laced into the outfield, but foul. A couple of really good swings here in this inning off of the pitcher. The Braintree bats have swung hard. Scoring at most of the points in this season hasn't been a problem. It's been giving up too many runs and errors that have really hurt Braintree this season. Pitch is off the plate. Base is now empty with 2 outs, but Braintree has scored twice to take the lead by a run. On the ground, middle of the infield, and through into center. Another base hit. Brings up Bennett, who is very busy in the outfield in the top half of this inning, trying to do it with the bat now. Solid approach to the game for the home side, as Braintree's put some good swings here in this first inning. Pitch on the way, again up the middle and into center field. Back-to-back singles right up the gut. And now Fosco playing over at third will get a chance to hit. Looks like Braintree has a pinch hitter here in this place. Looks like Needham going to hit here in place of Fosco. Two to one Braintree advantage. They have 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom half of the first, in what has turned out to be a high-scoring first inning. Braintree a hit here could score more, as this one's blasted to the outfield. A base hit as the runner rounds third and scores, and the throw is to third, not in time, as Braintree with an RBI hit off the bench. RBI base hit from Needham. Runners now at the corners for Carroll. Everybody hitting the ball here in this first inning. Braintree with 4 hits and a walk that they've drawn, and now lead 3-1. I give the home team a lot of credit. Hasn't been a great season for them as far as their record goes, what Braintree's used to doing here in the softball. So used to seeing Braintree in the playoffs, but this year obviously has been a much different story, but they're playing hard here in this first inning against a Needham team that is on the other side. They've had a good season. They have 10 wins. This pitch on the way is off the plate. On the ground, and the pitcher takes one away. That one was heading back up the middle, and the Rockets able to take a hit away. But Braintree scores 3 runs here in the first. They take a 2-run lead as we head to the second. First pitch here of the top of the second is a fly ball to center as Braintree secures the out. One pitch, one out. Always like that as a pitcher. Infield in at the corners at first and third, expecting any sort of potential bunt play. High-scoring first inning. Braintree with 3 on the board, Needham with 1. As we play here in the second inning, and a foul ball. That one hit hard to third. This one in the air again towards second base this time, and hauled in by Braintree. Making the catch, Donahue on the move. And 2 quick outs here in the top half of the second. I would love to have a quick 1-2-3 inning and get those bats back out there. We had a good first inning. Base is clear, 2 down as the first pitch is low. As that one drops in, first strike. Fly out to center, a pop up to second base. So far, the 2 outs. As that one's another strike on the same spot on the outside corner. That one's tap foul. That keeps the at-bat going. That foul ball. Ground ball this time to shortstop. Tough play. Oh, nice play. Over at short. A phenomenal play as that one is put away by the shortstop for Braintree, who ends the top half of the second. 1-2-3 the Rockets go as Braintree leads 3-1. Bottom of the second inning, and the first pitch is down. 4-1. Braintree with a good inning in the top half of the second. A 1-2-3. As the pitch again is upstairs. Strike zone has not been kind to the starter for the Rockets, who's so far given up 3 runs through an inning of action. As Braintree in a good position now to get the leadoff runner on. Pitch And a strike. Put in there to Hayes. Another foul ball. So the count now has filled. And a swing and a miss. A strikeout is the opening out here of the bottom of the second. A couple of strikeouts for the pitcher. Back to the top of the order now for the home side as Wilson stands in, pumped up to second back in the first inning. Lunging catch, taking away a hit. This one's out of play. Base is empty, one out. Bottom of the second, inside to Wilson. Really made a nice put out at the shortstop position to close out that top half of the second on a real hard hit ball. Down and away now. McPhee to follow as Braintree looking to get their offense going now here in the second inning. A strike, no, a ball. That's going to be ball 4. Umpire was pointing, thought maybe it was a strike, but instead was pointing towards first base saying take your base. We're out in the outfield, so we don't hear the calls. And this one gets away. The runner now advances to second. Wilson, a very aggressive base runner, stands at second base. Some action starting in the bullpen for Needham, who has found themselves down 3-1 here in the second inning. And Braintree now trying to convert here on an opportunity to add to the lead. Pitch, and a strike is called this time. McPhee, who walked the first time, trying to drive in Wilson. And the pitch, this one hit towards right field, and that's going to draw foul. Down in the dirt and now taking third base. It has been a wild inning for the pitcher. The wild pitch. McPhee again takes the pitch down in the dirt and another walk. Her second she's drawn. And that is the third uncorked by the pitcher. As Braintree now has Harvey, who had an RBI double last time. Chance here to open things up in this second inning. Braintree leading 3-1. See if McPhee takes off on the first pitch, trying to steal that second base bag. That one gets away, it's upstairs, the runner heads towards the plate, not in time, and again, another pitch that gets by the catcher. As Braintree has scored a run from third, it's 4-1. McPhee, who was going anyway on the pitch, gets down to second. Now we're going to see a meeting at the mound as the home side has opened up a 3-run lead. Losing full command now of the strike zone. A lot of wild pitches here in this game. And Braintree, who gave up the opening run, top half of the first, have scored the last 4. Scoring 3 times in the first, 1 so far here in the second. And another runner standing at second base with just 1 out. This one goes past the second baseman, and McPhee comes around to score as Braintree continues to hit the ball. And they continue to pound the softball here in this second inning. 2 more runs pushed across in the second inning. Braintree's lead is 5-1. And yet again, Harvey providing more. Pitch in there for a strike. The credit. Put some good swings on here today. As that one again hit hard and out of play. Runner at first and 1 out, and that one is going to be a swing and a miss, and Donahue down on strikes. This one on the ground to shortstop, and the fielder will take it and tag the bag at second to end the inning. Braintree has another good inning here in inning 2. They now lead 5-1 as we head to the third. Top half of the third, first pitch, a strike. Braintree with a 5-1 lead here in the third inning, scoring 5 straight after giving up the opening run in the first. As this one slashed out of play down the first baseline. Wind continues to factor in a little bit. A lot of hard hit balls in this game. And this one in the outfield, a leadoff single. Braintree in at the corners. As the pitch on the way, on the ground, and foul right in front of the plate. The Young into her third inning of work. As the pitch is the middle of the infield and through into center. Back-to-back base runners, and Needham has something going now in the third inning. Chance here to cut into a 4-run deficit. On the ground this time. Turns around. Here comes the throw to the plate, and the coach had the runner waving around, and a wise decision not to go because at home by quite a bit. here in the inning, as this one is a strike. Braintree in desperate need of an out. That one missed outside. Braintree with the 4-run lead, but that's in jeopardy right now with good opportunity for the visitors to get right back into this game. As this one slapped past the first baseman into the outfield, 1 run scores. Here comes a second, and the throw is towards the plate. It's going to be offline. Now it's cut off by the third baseman, and just like that, it is a 5-3 game. So the runs continue to score here in this game. That one just past the glove of O'Neill. Had that been caught, probably been a double play. As the first pitch is in for a strike. 8 runs on the board in this game, 5 by the home side, 3 by the visitors, but they have the tying runs on now. Ground ball, this one towards shortstop. And Braintree gets the first out now here of the inning. The run scores from third. Runner from second goes to third, and the tying run now at third. Some action going in the Braintree bullpen. Both sides have had action warming. 5-4 is the score. Tying run at third base with 1 out. On the ground again towards short, and this time off the glove of Wilson as the run scores. A hard hit ball. Really could have gone either direction. That was a difficult play for the shortstop. Whether they want to give that a single or an error, that's a difficult play. Either way, it ties up the score now at 5. This game has really changed in the blink of an eye. And they are swinging quick early and often here in this third inning against Leung. Let's go ahead run now stands at first base. On the ground, this time back to the mound as the throw across to first. Two down now here in the bottom, or the top half of the third. That one gets away, and the runner takes third base. Swing and a miss. Dropping that one in, the off-speed pitch for a strike. And a swing and a miss ends the inning, but a big inning for the visitors who have fought right back into this game as we head to the bottom of the third. First pitch here of the bottom of the inning. It's outside the zone. No pitching change here for the Rockets. Keep the starter in, giving up the 5 runs to the first 2. As that one not close, down and away. Braintree giving up 4 runs in the top half of this inning after having a 5-1 lead. That one slapped out of play. Pitch, and this one towards the outfield. Center fielder coming over, and it drops down as Braintree has the leadoff runner on. Single to start the inning off the bat of Bennett. So second hit of the game for Bennett, both singles. Now standing at first as a potential go-ahead run. Bring up Needham, who had an RBI hit last time, and this one all the way to the backstop. That one came out of the arm, very weird. That one hung up in the zone and it was like a good 3 or 4 feet over the catcher's head. Moving over to second on the wild pitch, as Needham has another RBI opportunity. On the ground, back up the middle and into center field, a base hit. As the base runner will hold at third. And Braintree has him on the corners. Second hit of the game for Needham. Offense continues to be the story in this game. Neither side has had shutdown innings. And I might see a pitching change right now, as Braintree has 2 more on. Nobody out here in the bottom half of the third, and it looks like we may see a pitching change right now. So no signal though. And finally it looks like the player will exit, and it is a pitching change. So Braintree has 2 on, runners at the corners first and third in a 5-5 game. We'll be right back. Play resumes here after the pitching change. And Braintree with the tying run, or the go-ahead runs now on base. Carroll an opportunity to give Braintree the lead. Game Braintree trailed after a half inning. and took the lead and have not trailed since, but it's tied now at 5. On the ground, the left side of the infield. The throw is across to second, and enough time to get it there. Fortunate there for the defense to get the force out at second. That ball was not all that well hit, and it was a difficult play. Fortunate for them that they had an opportunity. Braintree does score the go-ahead run. Make it 6-5 though. The runner from third scores. The only play would have been to second anyway. The runner from first, or the runner going to first, Carroll, would have reached as the pitch is in there for a strike. As the throw is high and it gets away into the outfield, and now Carroll heads to third. So Carroll creates some problems on the base pass as this one actually hits the umpire all the way through. That some sloppy defense played by the Rockets as they had a great opportunity to just make a play there. That's one you expect to have. A team with 10 wins, you expect to have that play. Catcher could have just run that right at the base runner, and then you obviously make it a much easier throw, and that one sailed. And into the outfield it went for an extra base. So runner is now at third. Pitch, and that one dropped down. Not a great bunt, and now it turns into a freebie as the runner reaches first on a pitch that was up in the zone. Braintree with a bunt play, hoping for a type of squeeze play. Instead, it works out as an infield hit because the fielder decided to not throw it to first, deciding to run the runner back to third, and Braintree has runners now at first and third. Crazy game here today. We're just in the third inning. There's 11 runs on the board. Braintree has 2 more on. Just 1 out in the inning as the pitch is upstairs. Good opportunity here for the Braintree top of the order. Pitch to Wilson, and that is in there for a strike. Strike in there. That one down in the dirt. Wilson so far has walked and popped up to second. Pitch on the ground, this one towards short. The run will score from third. Here's the throw across, not in time. And the speed of Wilson gets across as Braintree has it going again. Right now it doesn't matter who's pitching for the Rockets. Braintree just continuing to put base runners on. Another infield hit and another RBI. Now McPhee. First pitch swing is a foul ball. Runners at first and second. Hayes and Wilson, 2 base runners. (7-5) Braintree advantage as the pitch is knocked towards the middle of the infield, and the second baseman can't make the catch. And now slow to get up, the throw down to third will not be in time. And now concern on the field with a injury as we will be back. First pitch swing, and this one to the outfield. And this one will be caught in the outfield as Braintree leaves a couple on here and end up getting a couple more and lead 7-5 as we head to the fourth inning. Top of the fourth inning, and Braintree has made a pitching change. So Rexroad coming in out of the bullpen to pitch here in this fourth inning as Braintree trying to settle down the Needham offense with a 7-5 lead. So that's in there for a strike.
Number 12, Kevin Keneally. By Dad Paul. Devin will be attending Worcester State, studying nursing.
In the air it goes. This one towards the outfield, and it's Bennett on the way in to make the catch. First pitch is downstairs. Base is clear, one out here in the top of the fourth inning in a 7-5 game in Braintree's favor. And the strike poured in. Last week of the regular season. As this one hit hard towards the outfield, but right at McPhee in center. And Braintree with a being in the right place at the right time situation there. First two have been retired here in the top of the fourth. And the pitch is outside. On the ground, back to the pitcher. Rexroad fields the position and ends the inning 1-2-3. The Rockets go very quickly here in the top half of the fourth inning. Braintree's lead still 2, 7-5. Bottom of the inning, first pitch swing, and this one popped out of play.
25, single fly.
In the air this time, back behind the plate, and again, a foul ball. Braintree so far has scored in all 3 of the innings. Scoring 3 in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 more. A 7-5 advantage as the pitch is down. 4, 5, and 6 in the Braintree order. Donahue, who has fanned twice in this game, trying to get going with the bat. New pitcher against her from the last time she was at the dish. And in the air, this time looks like the catcher may have a play on it, and able to make a little bit of a backhanded stab, able to make the catch. Brings up O'Neill, who singled and grounded out to short. Pitch in there for a strike. This one popped up on the infield. First baseman reaching back towards foul ground and makes a catch. So a pop up to the catcher, a pop up to the first baseman, both in foul ground. Now it's going to take something from Bennett, who has a couple of singles in this game, 2 for 2. The Braintree offense looks to keep it going here in the 4th inning. First pitch swing, rolled over to second. Difficult play. Here's the throw across, and just in time on a bang-bang play as the fielder gets it done. So we head to the 5th inning. Right now, Braintree's lead remains 7-5. First pitch here of the 5th inning is a strike. On the ground, that's one to second. And the throw across in time for the opening out. First pitch of the at-bat is down and away. Rexroad coming in, getting the side back in the 4th. 1, 2, 3. It's got the opening out here of the 5th. And this one over towards third base and caught. 2 down. Braintree didn't score in the bottom half of the fourth for the first time. And now looking for another 1-2-3 inning is Rexroad. First pitch is down and in. On the ground, this one towards third. Nice play from Donahue. Switches positions, and the out is made. Donahue with a nice put out there. A long throw in time. 1-2-3. Go the Rockets in the top half of the fifth. Braintree's lead still 7-5. Bottom of the inning, and the first pitch in foul ground down the third base line, but foul. Seven, 8, 9 in the Braintree order. Needle 2 for 2 with a couple of singles, one of them providing an RBI. And this one sharply hit towards shortstop. That was nicely taken away. And a throw in plenty of time. Needle continues to hit the ball hard. Good contact hitter. And now Carroll, who has not reached yet, or at least did reach on a fielder's choice, has not gotten a hit yet in this game. Grounding out and reaching on his fielder's choice. Going after a pitch way out of the zone. Braintree made a change over at third base. Donahue went over to play third. And coming off the bench to play second was Donnelly, who will bat next. Pitch on the way, and this one knocked out of play. Braintree with a 2-run lead here in the bottom of the fifth inning, as they look for their 5th win of the season. This will be a big win. And Carroll with the half-hearted swing fouls that one off. That one smoked down the line and left, but caught. Carroll with the big swing, but has a hit taken away. A couple of balls in this game have been hit really hard, but right at fielders. Needham had one right at the Braintree center fielder McPhee that was taken away. It's a frustrating experience as a hitter when you hit the ball right on the screws and don't come up with anything. So the first two have been retired here in the inning, and now it's the number 9 hitter, pinch hitter, as Donnelly gets her first at bat. Braintree would certainly like a little bit more insurance, leading by 2 runs. As this one is laced to the outfield, this time it gets by the left fielder, as Donnelly's going to run a while. Tags second, and now thinking about third, and will stop there. Probably could have taken a chance at a triple. I think with 2 outs in the inning, I think you take off there. But Braintree not taking a gamble. I don't know if that was Donnelly's decision or head coach Jenkins, but I think she could have probably reached third base. But the way this game has gone, you don't really want to take a runner off the bases with the number of hits. And now you got your leadoff hitter up at the dish. But the way the pass balls have happened, or wild pitches in this game against the Needham side, you really like to see the runner at third. Hopefully that doesn't cost Braintree a potential run. Looking for a 2-out hit now is Wilson, after Donnelly provided a double. Pitch on the way, and this one middle of the infield, the shortstop with the play, throw across, and just in time to end the inning. So the extra base doesn't end up coming into play anyway, as the out is recorded to end the inning. Braintree doesn't score here in the 5th as we head to the 6th inning, still 7-5. Top of the 6th, and the first pitch is low. Rexroad continuing to pitch well in the 2 innings of relief. Home side hoping to hold on for a win here today, as that's a strike on the edge. Good call there. Went in Braintree's favor. Generous call on the outside part of the plate. Trying to get the lead off one. Another strike pounded in. That certainly was a strike. Two and two. Rexroad ready. Winds and fires and missed down. Two-run lead for the home team. The Womps leading the Rockets. This one hit sharply to third and caught. Donahue takes it away. Another hard hit ball and another one right at a fielder. First pitch in there for a strike. This one knocked out of play. A couple of quick strikes. Pitch on the way. This one rolled towards second base. And the underhanded flip is low. And that was not a pretty looking play, but it worked out. Donnelly fortunate that turned into an out. That one was way low, but runner did not get down the line very hard. First two have been retired here in the top of the sixth inning, as that pitch is high and away. Braintree's offense really could use some run support. I know they got 7 runs on the board and you're up by 2, but could use a couple extra runs heading into the 7th inning. This one on the ground towards first base. Mishandled for a moment, but then fielded cleanly to end the inning. So Braintree again gets a 1-2-3. Rexroad really has shut down the Rockets, and it's 7-5 Braintree as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Two, three, 4 hitters for Braintree here in the inning as McPhee lines this one out to left field, and it is caught. So quick out here to start the bottom of the inning. First pitch, and this one in the air towards the outfield. And it is the center fielder to track it down to make the catch, and there are 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss here to begin the at-bat to Donahue. So first McPhee, then Harvey, both retired quickly. And a swing and a miss. Back-to-back flyouts for the home side. As this one towards second and past the dive into the outfield as the inning continues with a sharply hit ball off the bat of Donahue. Donahue's first hit of the game. Had a tough day at the dish. Other than that, had fanned twice and popped up to the catcher. So that was certainly something Braintree could use to at least keep the inning going, keep the pressure on the pitcher. And now O'Neill. As this one hits sharply and again towards the outfield and center and is tracked down as Braintree hit the ball hard in the 6th inning, and we head to the 7th. Braintree hoping for 3 more outs to win this game, leading 7-5. Top of the 7th inning. Braintree looking for 3 more outs to win this game. As Rex Road trying to close it out. First pitch strike. That one's down. 7-5 Braintree advantage. It's been stuck on that score for a while. Braintree looking for their 5th win of the season. Certainly be a big victory. Even if it doesn't put Braintree in a potential for a playoff consideration. As far as records go, you're got a 2-run lead against 10-4 Needham right now. As the pitch is down. Two-strike pitch, and that one just missed. That was a close pitch. Count now fills up. Winding and firing, and Rex Road puts the leadoff runner on with the free pass. Last thing you want to do is put the leadoff runner on, especially by walking somebody. And now this one makes contact with the helmet and a hit by pitch. All of a sudden, first 2 have reached, and the Rockets are in business now. This all happened so quickly. Tying runs are on base, and a very quick meeting at the mound. Braintree's got to settle things down. 2 on, nobody out, and a bunt attempt as that one is knocked foul. They're potentially considering a sacrifice here, trying to move both of the runners over and put the tying runs into scoring position. This one on the ground towards first base. The throw is towards third and safe at third. Wow, I am shocked. Braintree tried to throw that one. O'Neill was right there at the bag, should have at least tagged the bag, taken the out. Really didn't need to try and force that one there, and now the bases are loaded with nobody out. Rockets get a big-time break. No need for Braintree to take a chance there. I know you obviously want to cut the lead off, or the lead runner down, but you got a 2-run lead. You don't want to put the tying run on base, or the winning run potentially on base. So a tough play there. And now Rexroad could really use a strikeout. This one in the air. Over in foul ground, long run, and Carroll can't make the catch. Long run for the catcher. A couple of plays Braintree could have made here have not turned into outs. Giving up extra opportunities here. It's the last thing you want to do here. Rexroad really needs an out. And the pitch. In there, strike 3, down the batter goes. That was a big one. Needed that one. Bases are loaded. 1 out. Pitch on the way. And this one into the outfield, a base hit. The tying run now being sent towards the plate. Here comes the throw. It's going to be cut off. And we are tied at 7. So the costly mistakes in the inning come to prove to be costly. Two-run hit. Makes it a 7-7 game here in the 7th, and Needham not done yet. First pitch as this one slapped to the backstop. One in the dirt, nice stop by the catcher as Carroll keeps that one from giving the lead. Sevens were wild on the board. 7-7 here in the 7th. On the ground, this one is towards third base. The runner will score, and now Braintree is down a run. So Needham has a 1-run advantage here in the 7th inning. Now the runner at third. Costly mistakes by the Braintree defense here in this 7th inning have really hurt them. Rexroad was pretty much untouchable through the first couple innings of relief, and all of a sudden you got a walk and then a hit batter. That really hurt in this inning. On the ground and another hit into the outfield, and it's a 9-7 game. A 4-run inning, and things have certainly come unglued now. Braintree not out of this one yet, but this one not looking as promising as it was at the start of the inning. Kind of could sense something happening after the first 2 reached, as the strike is down, the throw down to second is not in time. So what has been a very disappointing season may have gotten a little bit worse here today if Braintree cannot come back. On the ground, this one towards third base as the throw across, not in time, and again the runner reaches. Everything going Needham's way here in this 7th inning. Seventh innings have been troublesome for Braintree this season as the runner now takes second. Pressure continued to be kept on. What has been a wild 7th inning. On the ground again, and a nice stop at short. Here's the long throw. It's thrown away. and 2 more runs score. Wilson with a great stop, but the throw well off target. Now the runner heads towards third, and that is where the runner will stop. Now things have gotten out of hand as Braintree has given up 6 runs. Defensively, they have not made any plays here in this inning. That obviously was a tough play. It was a great play by Wilson just to get to the ball, but sometimes you just got to let the ball go. If that situation, I think she should have just gone to third with the ball. Maybe you catch the runner at third, rounding the bag, or you able to get the runner at third. Once you make that diving play, it's almost impossible where the bags are just 60 feet away to throw anybody out from that position. But nonetheless, this is one that has slipped away. Swing and a miss. On the ground, this one towards third base. Long throw across and not in time again. And another run scores. This is really incredible what has happened here in this inning. That's 7 runs now. What was a Braintree 2-run lead heading into the 7th has now turned into a 5-run deficit. Just a wild sequence in a game that looked to be Braintree's. This one back to the mound, and Rexroad fields a position herself to end the inning. Heads to the bottom of the 7th. Braintree needs a miracle to come back now. First pitch here at the bottom of the 7th on the infield on a pop-up. And the second baseman makes the catch. Braintree continuing to swing early and often. As Bennett retired here to start the 7th. First pitch, and Needham, no contact this time. 2 for 3 in the game with a couple of singles and a ground out. Popped up, and this one's out of play. You're hoping to see Braintree at least get the leadoff runner on to start this inning, give himself a chance, but Needham just trying to put this one away quickly here in the 7th. Don't want to make things interesting. As that one is in for a called third strike, and now Braintree down to the final out. Can certainly feel the air come out of the balloon for the home side, who had a 2-run advantage on the way to their 5th win of the season, and then they gave up 7 runs in the 7th inning, and now trail by 5. Potentially the last hitter we will see here today, as Carroll stands in, has to reach or this game is over. 0 for 3 so far in this game, as this one's lifted out of play, and now Braintree down to their final out. Really couldn't have seen this happening. Pitcher Rex Rode, who came in relief of Leung, had shut down the Rockets in multiple innings. And all of a sudden, the runners just kept reaching. Braintree couldn't make a play defensively, and before you knew it, 7 runs were on the board. And this game changed from a 2-run Braintree lead to a 5-run deficit in the blink of an eye. Couple of strikes on Carroll, and a swing and a miss, and the throw down to first ends the ball game. So a very, very disappointing loss here today for Braintree. It's been that kind of season, and Braintree now 4-14 with the defeat. Braintree got some good production atop the top of the order, but again, overshadowed by a bad 7th inning as Braintree drops this one here today, 12-7. So that'll conclude our live stream broadcast here today of Braintree softball against Needham. On behalf of Christine Patterson, our camera person, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.